The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.
Rocking the health world through the power of radio. It's the Robert Scott Bell Show.
All right, we're going to talk CBD, cannabidiol, with Stuart Tomp after the top of the hour, and Doc Harmony. Kevin, I think you know her.
Yeah, I've seen her once
or twice.
Yeah.
HarmonyCone.com. That's the website.
HarmonyCone.com. Yes.
What about with the organic racing? Any activity going on there? I know you're up and down sometimes.
Other than our rallies where we look for missing children, and we do some other stuff, in the local area.
Okay, and Richard Pearl, of course, Simply Natural, and the restaurant next door. We're going to be there Saturday in Sunrise, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the 12th of December.
And you're going to be on the air before that. I hope you don't ruin my audience.
Well, I've done it before. Actually, I tell them never listen to this show again when I host your show for you. But no, absolutely,
you should do that.
I wouldn't. We have a love-hate, a love, no hate. I don't know.
There's no hate.
There's no hate at all. It's
There's
all love.
Love worship, but you love and worship.
So I'll be on your show, Pearls of Health, right? Next Saturday as well. And thank you for not calling me in the longest time, so I didn't have to do the show on Saturday, like with no notice. 5 minutes, no, I'm going to air. Can you do my show for me?
That's really true. I do that to him. I call him up 10 to 15 minutes before a show, and I'll ask him to do a show. Like, that's happened
I got to
more
learn
than a
to
few
say
times.
no to you.
No, that's impossible.
It's
it
just
doesn't work.
You're taking advantage. You are.
But I haven't done it in a while.
You
so
haven't.
You're due.
I was being grateful. No, I'm not due. But we're going to do the show next Saturday. So I'm glad you're here with me today to help preview it as well. And, we're talking about...
By the way, they can call Simply Natural for details.
Yeah.
954-741-4045. 954-741-4045. And we'll be happy to help out.
How many people can we fit in for these lectures? Because you do these lectures from time to time.
30 to 40 at a shot, something like that.
So limited space. Get in there. We're going to see you in Fort Lauderdale next Saturday. Kevin, are you guys doing a tour? A lot of times you'll do like Harmony Cone tours, the ear candles. I'm going to talk with Doc Harmony later about that. But are there any stores we should shout out to?
Not till the first part of next year.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get that going. But the magnesium oil or the magnesium cream that you guys introduced last year this time, absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's great stuff. I get so many positive responses back to it. People who've basically been able to avoid surgery because they're able to, take
That's
care
the
of
Electra topical?
Yeah, that's the topical stuff.
Have you tried this stuff?
No, I use a different one. I would, if you had talked to me. Well, it would be nice to share. You know?
Good Lord. Yeah, I hold out on you.
You did hold out on me. Obviously, you held on me because I'm finding out now.
Right, I could tell you something 5 minutes later to say, did I just talk to Robert? I'm not sure. I think maybe it's possible. Oh, look here. What do we have here? All kinds of good stuff. Nasal cleaning.
Maybe it'll make you remember to tell me about the magnesium.
Clean out that brain. Yes. Well, we're going to get to that next hour. Now, Kevin, we're talking geopolitical healing here. Without knowledge of history, of course, we are manipulated all the time. Right. And, you talked before we got to break, Richard. We've got to be hungry enough to want it. Just like I had to be sick enough to want healing enough to change my diet, to go organic, to detoxify my liver. How much suffering, what's the level of suffering you think it hits where the American people are like in Costa Rica, they won't put up with this crap?
I think one of the problems that we have, Robert, is that, and this is one of the reasons we started the organic racing team, was we wanted to teach people that food was fuel. If you put proper fuel into your body, your brain can operate correctly, your body can operate correctly. It's a lifestyle change. But the thing is when someone is eating Doritos and drinking Budweiser, sitting in front of the TV going, okay, well, I can't handle any more of this. Let me watch Dancing with the Stars.
That's like Richard.
Sort of, yeah. And so what happens is that they get to the point where they don't have the energy.
Right.
They don't have what it needs to go out and fight and go, hey.
Well, let's take it a step further. Most people have jobs that aren't inspiring. They work 40-hour week for somebody else. They're somebody's bitch, basically.
Yeah.
So, can I say that?
Yeah, you can. No, absolutely.
Okay.
It's a proof.
So the reality is most people are bitches to somebody else. They don't make enough money. They just exist. They have the kids. Everything in their life is predictable, and they're getting older. 20, 30 years of stress makes them less likely to do something different. They just exist, and eventually they non-exist.
And
then it gets worse. Right. And then it gets worse because the truth is that the environment is changing. There is global warming. You can't.
There's not global warming.
Stop
Don't
it.
get me started on
when
this.
you have.
Oh God!
Yeah, right. Stop. When you have
Richard,
all this carbon,
global poisoning, yes.
Okay, when you have carbon dioxide levels that high, you actually create carbonic acid in the oceans, and carbonic acid is acidifying everything, destroying all the plants and the
phytoplankton. You're saying,
and the reefs, and so what ends up happening? We're
out of time.
We're going to be out of food. And we're changing the currents of the oceans, which are going to affect.
I understand that argument. But
so in a nutshell, we're gonna have a lot of problems with food and water shortages in the future, and the people are going to be complacent because they're going to be told to be.
We got to grow our own food.
Well, there's a lot more. We don't have time.
No, we got to
go after.
Guys, the power to heal is still yours. Richard Pearl, my friend. Kevin, thank you, guys.
Very welcome.
Power to heal is yours.
Who's your daddy?
Love you, man.
Robert Scott Bell Show.
If you have candida overgrowth, just taking antifungal agents or starving yourself of sweets does not address the cause. Candida overgrowth is the result of a toxic, damaged, acidic, low oxygen, and inflamed tissue environment. The goal should be to remove the toxins, heal damaged tissues, restore healthy pH, eliminate inflammation, and feed beneficial bacteria. Previous usage of antibiotics or steroids or exposure to mercury or other toxins can damage many cells in the GI tract and body that make you prone to candida overgrowth. Removing toxins and healing tissues should be the goal. One World Whey is a whey protein food that supports detoxification, repair of tissues, and elimination of inflammation, healthy pH, and growth of beneficial bacteria. One World Whey is newly reformulated to be higher in protein and lower in carbohydrate. We believe One World Whey is an excellent food to support your efforts to create a healthy internal body environment. Call 888-988-3325 or visit oneworldwhey.com. That's oneworld.com.
This is a healthcare alert from the Pain Relief Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You don't have to suffer any longer. You can immediately qualify for a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you by calling our 24/7 Pain Relief Hotline at 866-389-0620. Delivery is free and all paperwork is handled for you. If you are on Medicare and have knee, back, shoulder, or ankle pain, don't wait. You can qualify to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost by calling our 24/7 Pain Hotline now at 866-389-0620. Our representatives are standing by 24/7 to take your call and rush you your pain-relieving brace at little or no cost to you. Shipping is free and all paperwork is handled for you. Just call 866-389-0620. That's 866-389-0620. Again, 866-389-0620.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit
Weapons tracing, President on terrorism. I'm Chaz Henry. From Southern California, correspondent Jim Roop tells us about a raid on the home of a man suspected of having originally purchased the rifles used in last week's mass shooting in San Bernardino.
Enrique Marquez is not a suspect, say police, but someone at his home bought the rifles used in the attack 3 years ago. Authorities did not speak with Marquez yesterday because he had checked himself into a mental hospital after the attack. The Riverside home is next to the home in which Syed Farouk and his wife Tashfeen Malik lived last year.
President Obama set this evening to address the nation about the threat of terrorism in an address from the Oval Office. Administration officials say the president's remarks will focus on how the threats evolved and what steps the government's taking to keep Americans safe. Many of Mr. Obama's political opponents today saying the president should be doing more. Republican presidential candidate Lindsey Graham saying the National Security Agency should be allowed to track more cell phone data.
I would reinstate the NSA program as robust as possible within the constitutional limits.
Graham on NBC's Meet the Press. I'm Chaz Henry. We're hearing reaction to Liberty University President Jerry Falwell Jr. to remarks he made to University campus at Lynchburg last week.
I was shocked.
That was Greater Lynchburg Islamic Association's Faraz Al-Quban's first thoughts when watching Falwell's comments.
Let's teach them a lesson if they ever show up here.
Later in his speech, Falwell encouraged students to get a concealed carry permit.
If more good people had concealed carry permits, then we could end those Muslims before they walk in and kill us.
Correspondent Courtney Wheaton following up on that. Police officers in the UK say they're treating a violent, unprovoked stabbing at a London Underground station as a terrorist incident. Officers say 2 people were injured by a 29-year-old man who reportedly said this is for Syria. That man now in custody. And the grandson of former President Jimmy Carter says it appears the 91-year-old may now be cancer-free. Jason Carter texting his grandfather told him doctors, quote, couldn't find any cancer in the most recent scan. I'm Chaz Henry.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, president of Quicken Loans. Call Quicken Loans now to see if you qualify for the government's Home Affordable Refinance Program, or HARP. And for 6 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction. And for the 2nd year in a row, they've also ranked us highest in mortgage servicing. Call 800-QUICKEN or visit QuickenLoans.com.
Visit jdpower.com for award information. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
The holiday season is the best time of year for celebrating her joy, her love, her spirit. So this holiday, celebrate everything you love about her with a stunning gift from Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry. Like a fine watch from our amazing Movado collection. The classic Movado Museum dial with its signature single dot design looks even more modern today than when it debuted in 1947. The one gift that's as timeless as your love. It's waiting for you at Jared.
A piece of classic Beatles vinyl has smashed a sales record.
A rare pressing of the Beatles' White Album from Ringo Starr's record collection has sold at auction for $790,000. Julian's Auction says the White Album sales smashed a record set earlier this year when Elvis Presley's first acetate recording sold at auction for $300,000. The White Album's mono pressing was the very first in the United Kingdom of that 1968 album. I'm Barbara Cusack.
Kobe Bryant's making it clear don't look for him to be like Magic Johnson once he retires at the end of the season. Johnson's post-Lakers life, of course, been one of successful business enterprises, chain of movie theaters, part ownership of the Dodgers. Bryant telling the Los Angeles Times that his personality is very different from Johnson's. Kobe says, I can't go around talking and smiling at people all day. I'm Chaz Henry.
Hey, radio listeners, you love Cyber Monday, right? Well, get ready to enjoy even more saving because Sherry's Berries has a sweet Cyber Week deal you won't want to miss. That's right, all your favorite gourmet berries, fresh, juicy, and dipped in dark white and milk chocolatey deliciousness, then sprinkled with toppings like chocolate chips and chopped nuts, all on sale for this week only. These gourmet dipped berries start at just $19.99. But if you order today, you'll get double the berries for just $5 more. That's a really sweet deal. This amazing deal is only available this week. And Sherry's Berries are so decadent, juicy, and delicious. One bite and the excitement on their face will say it all. If you want to make anyone jolly this holiday, these berries are the way to go. Gourmet dipped berries starting at $19.99. And this week only, double the berries for $5 more. But hurry, this deal expires Friday at midnight. The only way to get this amazing offer is to go to berries.com. Click on the microphone in the upper right-hand corner and enter secret code 1616. That's BERRIES.com. Secret code 1616.
As the cold and flu season approaches, Silver Lungs is ready to help you and your family through the toughest of the year by supporting your immune system and overall health. From our best-selling colloidal silver generating system to our entire line of silver-based skin gels, nasal sprays, soaps, and silver solutions. Silver solutions remain one of nature's most powerful and least expensive antibacterial agents. Now you can produce your own for pennies a day in the comfort of your home using the breakthrough technology of the Silver Lungs generator. Learn more today at www.silverlungs.com.
Most of you know that heart disease is the #1 silent killer in the U.S. What if I told you for just $54.95 a month you could fight against heart disease naturally? At Heart and Body Extract, we've been helping thousands of people get back to a healthier heart. Don't just take my word for it. Check out all of the success stories at hbextract.com. Or to order, call 866-295-5305. That's 866-295-5305. hbextract.com. Don't risk it when you can take charge of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
The Robert Scott Bell Show.
The one guy who won tonight is the happiest guy on this planet right now. It's Ron Paul because he's the only one actually saying what he believes.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Robert Scott Bell.
At least 15 high school students are suffering from an illness that causes them to have uncontrollable twitching and verbal outbursts.